Sponsored by Andrea Mason, Press Play, Plan Life According to You, LLC. Take care of your mental health. Find inner peace by rediscovering and loving you for who you truly are. Take advantage of this exclusive offer and choose to press play today. Thank you.
Everywhere I go, I see his face. I just really miss him.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? This is the host of the Buzzing With Marlowe podcast, and I am yours truly, Warren Marlowe. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you like, share, most importantly, subscribe. Hit that notification bell to stay in contact with all our platforms. Twitch, X, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Threads, Tumblr, Reddit. We are on Reddit now as well. And of course, obviously Snapchat as well. All right, guys. And of course, you can check us on all audio platforms as well. Just to name a few: Google Podcasts, Podbean, Podchaser, Podvines, Good Pods, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and many, many, many more. But hey, guys, I hope everybody is having a good day. Happy Friday. I know it's a little earlier time than I usually do, but I thought I'd have a cool little rant. I know I didn't get to get on for commission talks, give my predictions about two particular big promotion pay-per-views that are going to be coming up tonight. This week. I say pay-per-views or PLEs, whatever you want to call them. We have one for AEW, Double or Nothing, and of course we have WWE's King and Queen of the Ring finals and big show going to happen tomorrow. It's an early time because it's going to be in Saudi Arabia, and then obviously AEW's is going to be live in Las Vegas. And of course, man, I got a good rant about a particular sport that has not had a lot of popularity, bragging rights for a long time, but I think it'll definitely be a good one to talk about. But before we get to that, I want to give a shout out to Kyrie and Coach Brown last night coming on and having a good live session, talking about the Florida Jaguars, talking about an organization that they're really trying to build guys for second opportunities that don't get that opportunities, at that high level to get an extra chance to maybe get into the pros or wherever they're trying to do succeeding wide. And more important, they're working on trades and really focusing on their education, mental health, and all of that. So shout out to them. And I hope we get to talk to them very, very soon, during the season, stuff like that. Also, guys, we want to remind everyone their season starts next Saturday. This upcoming Saturday. They're going to be playing in North Carolina against, I think it was the Temple Gators, something Gators. And they're going to be playing against them. And of course, guys, they're also doing women's travel team as well for basketball. So definitely, if you are interested, definitely if you feel like you have that talent that you believe that you need to get to that next level, go to the website, floridajaguars.net, and fill out an application, fill out the form, fill out the recruiting aspect. They will contact you, get you set up for a tryout, individual tryout, or try you out here to see what you're about. And of course, man, you have a big opportunity. So definitely go check them out. Shout out to Kyrie, the GM of the Florida Jaguars, and of course, Coach Brown coming on yesterday was a great episode. Great episode. We talked about a lot of things. It just seemed what they're really passionate about is really cool. But guys, I mean, shout out to our sponsor, Andrea Mason. She does a phenomenal job. Our prayers goes to her and her family, you know, going through this tornado that's been going out over the areas over there, and she's actually sadly involved in that area where the tornado hit. So just prayers go out to her family, you know, power and stuff going out. So obviously she's not been able to do her live interviews and stuff like she was going to do this week. So major prayers go out to her family and stuff, and prayers go out to everyone that has been affected by those tornadoes that just hit recently this week. But yeah, we've got a lot of fun things going on, man. But I want to talk about some basketball, man. I got to talk a little bit about basketball yesterday, so I thought this would be a really cool topic because it is one of the most trending topics right now. And I never thought we would get bragging about the WNBA. But before we talk about this topic, I want to get around the ones that pay the bills. First and foremost, guys, it's a little early, so you know I had to get mine. Generous energy. That's right, guys. I had to get my generous energy. That's right, guys. And you know what that is? You know what it is? Oh, I know y'all know. We know y'all know. It's that W energy. That's right, guys. That generous energy, cheaper than a can. Trying to get away from the coffee, trying to get away from all these crazy energy cans that make you have all those crazy feelings. W is your answer. You got so many options on flavors. You have so many benefits when it comes to W. W only is minimum 100 milligrams of caffeine, and that equals 2 scoops just to hit that. If you are very sensitive to it, you can also get a starter pack, get 3 flavors of your choosing. Either that, you can buy a sample bottle, or if you're a NASCAR fan, buy bumper stickers. And of course, you can buy hats, hoodies, t-shirts, stuff. Type in the promo code BUZZ20, capital B, and get 10% off of your purchase. Shout out to W, always covering that Buzzing with Marlowe generous energy. Shout out to them. And of course, guys, we have to talk about Bonfire / Buzzing with Marlowe. I know. I forgot it yesterday. I cannot believe that. We have the Mr. Red, White, and Blue t-shirts waiting for you. Celebrate Memorial Day a little early and get you one of those Mr. Patriotic Red, White, and Blue. We have them in every size on t-shirt, guys. We are really focused on the kids' sizes for that one particular. Sadly, we still do not have tank tops. We're still getting that worked in the process, but you have so many colors. You have so many different design looks. The coolest thing about the American Prodigy line is you have the flag in the back and it says Prodigy Nation on it. I take real good pride on that one. Obviously, we have every setback makes one heck of a comeback t-shirts as well. Those are in all sizes, all different types of shirts, including tank tops. I just ordered mine, my red one. Hopefully that one gets here before Memorial Day, but if it doesn't, it is what it is. But I'm so excited to finally get that one because, of course, it has the Season 5 logo on the back. Obviously, that Season 5 logo had a lot more in-depth in the color standpoint. So, obviously it got a little pricier, but the tank tops, it was actually a cheaper standpoint when it came to that. But you have different sizes, different t-shirts, man, long sleeves, short sleeves, tank tops, V-necks. We also got the Razorbacks for the ladies for that particular shirt as well. A lot of people have been requesting it, so we got that. And of course, we have the Season 5, morphing into Season 5 logo as well. Like I said before, the coloring was a little sharp, so of course, it's going to be a little bit more just because they wanted to make sure that color is on that shirt. The way it is on the screen, it is the way it's on the shirt. So it's going to have to be a little pricey, but hey, it is what it is. And of course, we have our basic, the original Buzzing with Marlowe logo. Shout out to our buddy Wesley McRoberts for making that awesome, awesome design. We have hats. Don't need to promote the hats. Those go off the shelf. But the hats, we definitely going to promote them. We got the beanies, we got the trucker caps, we have the basic dad hats, stuff like that, man. Go in there and get you one. We will be getting the newer logos up to date within the next 2 weeks when I finally get the chance to get in there and play around with the shop and really get more modified when it comes to these things. I wanted to make sure we got a good amount of lines on there. So, man, you have so many options. Go to type in the promo code BUZZ20. You get 12% off of your purchase. And that 12% off only is good till the end of May. So go ahead and get your merch if you want it. Just two more percent than the usual. Guys, I want to thank everybody. Man, this has been a great week. Crazy week for me. I just celebrated myself being 33 2 days ago. So sadly, that's one reason why I wasn't fully on commission talks. So obviously, I had to do my predictions. I had to do them. I know a lot of people are curious. Hey, what's your prediction? So obviously, we're going to do them today. But first, man, our first topic of the day. That's right, guys. I am really excited about this one, believe it or not. We have 3 topics we're going to cover. Obviously, we're going to talk about wrestling at the end, but I want to really cover something in particular because I'm a big fan of basketball. Basketball has been a huge part of my life for so long. And there's been 2 different pro sports. I'm not going to lie on it, but to see the representation and more importantly, the showcase that the WNBA has been getting right now has made it really, really interesting. When I talk about that is basically saying that, is the WNBA actually cool? Is it really cool? Like, people were super hyped waiting for, Caitlin Clark's debut. I mean, I have never seen so much people super, super jacked and excited about the WNBA. I'm not saying that to be mean or rude or anything, but it's just really cool to see the hype around it now. And seeing Caitlin Clark coming from college, dominating high school and stuff like that, being one of the best shooters that's been around in so long. And even Caitlin Clark was in the All-Star week recently doing the shooting contest. No, I don't have time. No, go. I don't know what to tell you, Bill. Just go play with it somewhere else. I don't know. But Caitlin Clark was in the All-Star week and did a 3-point shooting contest against Stephen Curry and almost won, guys. Almost won. So they've been putting a big popularity thing with Caitlin Clark. I mean, obviously some of the WNBA players have been finding it kind of offensive standpoint. Like you've been a little salty. I don't know why they've been salty, but they've been kind of salty in the same reference. And it's just like, I would be like, hey, I would be like, I would, from a wrestling's mentality and stuff like that, I would have said, hey, I appreciate you. Like, hey, you are really, really helped us. We're getting to the representation. We're getting the popularity. Like, it's been a long time. So it's like, it's really cool to see what had everything built up for it. But we're definitely going to be topic number 1. Obviously topic number 1 is WNBA cool. Is it really cool, guys? Y'all let us know in the answers right now. and I'm gonna give you a little stuff that I've been researching and looking at it stuff because I mean it is a shocker to me too because I'm not even trying to be mean when I say this. Like, is the WNBA cool? Like it's insane to say that as long as the WNBA has been out, like I have not seen it built up as the way it's been this upcoming season. Like people are actually put it on their calendar and be like, "Hey, the WNBA is here." Like it's season time and stuff like that. And obviously, the big signing that they did with Caitlin Clark to the Indiana Fever was was really where the hype was coming in. And of course, they were like, "Hey, man, let's see if she lives up to the hype." Obviously, the first game she had a little trouble, with 10 turnovers. But man, I've been watching a little bit of her games, and I will say this, man, that girl is carrying that team. I'm not being mean when I say it. They gotta help Caitlin, and of course she got an ankle injury recently, but she's been doing her thing, I think. So it was like, I mean, it was interesting to see what all transpired with it. And sadly, where obviously she turned her ankle was just, it was pretty rough to see. Um, but obviously, seeing the growing pain, seeing the growth and stuff like that. Obviously, she's going to get better, throughout the season, throughout the games and stuff like that. But we're definitely going to get into obviously, is she the main reason what we do about it? So, first of all, let's address the elephant in the room. The WNBA has always struggled with gaining popularity and recognition compared to its male counterpart. But with players like Caitlin Clark, that could be changing. Clark is a rookie on the Indiana Fever and has been making waves in the league with her impressive skills on the court. She was a standout player in college at Iowa and has continued to dominate and hoping to continue in the professional level. I mean, she's been known on TikTok, been known on social media. She has been so down to earth. Everybody's been super excited about this girl for a long time. But obviously, there is many talented girls on the team, not only on the team, in the league. And obviously, the league, I don't think it's the league that's having an issue. It's the players. And I think, you have to have an ego at that professional level, especially in the sports background and stuff like that. So obviously, they're gonna take a little of an offense to it. Hey, we've been here. How's this small fish come in here? This big fish in a small pond come in here and just think they own this business. I can understand that scenario, but my thing is, I'd be telling her thank you. You're getting this a hype standpoint. That just makes it even more cooler, for the TV aspirations. And I feel like in a reality, it's going to make these girls go to a limit like they haven't done before, and maybe get some showcasing onto these TV screens. And a lot more people are going to tune into these games in this season. So if y'all have any answers if y'all have any opinions on it, y'all leave y'all's answers in the comments, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the WNBA. Obviously being cool, like, I mean, we look at the broadcast number standpoint, like their numbers have increased insanely with the pro level. What? I said no. I said no. Seeing into the pro level and stuff like that. So seeing everything that has been, with the WNBA for the longest time. I think the biggest hype player that I remember that was in that was going into the WNBA, which obviously was based off her looks. She dominated in the game. Was obviously Candace Parker. Candace Parker, beautiful girl, ball, man, literally just dominate these girls and stuff. Lisa Leslie, Sue Bird, Diana Taurasi. Like there's some really good girls out there that's been into this league and stuff, but I don't know if they've really had that hype train thrown on them as much as Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark has a pretty cool, coolness with her into these things. So it's like, it's just really interesting to see how this is going to go this season. I think her team really needs a helper. And obviously, it seems like all the other players were the hurt when I was sitting there watching some of these games. Because I remember I saw something saying, "Oh, Caitlin Clark got hurt," and I'm sitting, I'm like, "Man, did someone step on her ankle or something?" Like, come on, man, like, like just have that competition, but don't try to hurt her. Like, like, well, rough her up, do whatever you need to do. But it's like, there you go, man. Like, so I mean, I think the women just need to be together as a whole, you know, and of course, hopefully more success for the WNBA. So, yeah, man, definitely more success. Hopefully for the WNBA just as a whole right now, for sure. Everything growing with it, all that. So, definitely hope for the biggest and for the best when it comes to Caitlin Clark. I think she's definitely going to live up to the hype. She's definitely going to progress when she gets to that higher level. Getting into that level more. In my opinion, she hasn't really played that bad in these games. Like I said, man, it looked like it was just her versus all. And it was just like, dang, man, like they really don't like this girl. Like, really, like, and then you got these people on TV, and it's just, yeah. I mean, it's kind of laughed upon a little bit, but it's like, dang, man, y'all taking this way too much now. And it's like, slow the roll and just be appreciative of what y'all are getting into this, because now this is more of a growing standpoint for y'all, in my opinion. And more importantly, like we said before, man, you're gonna have more venues filled. You're gonna have more TV time. You're gonna have more times to get your game showcased. I mean, getting so much more, especially now with overseas players, and just in both scenarios. I mean, it's like talent levels have really progressed, especially in WNBA, and then of course, in the NBA. So I'm really excited for it. Caitlin Clark has been really at the top of her levels since she's came in. So obviously the hype is going to be really built up on her for sure, because this girl dominated in college, won the national championship in college for Iowa and stuff like that. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this whole season progresses for her. So major shout out to Caitlin Clark, major shout out to the WNBA, and man, y'all just keep growing, man. I say it numerous times, it's really cool to see the hype just in women's sports altogether. Really getting to see the WNBA get a focus is really cool. So shout out to Caitlin Clark, shout out to the WNBA, and man, hopefully they have a very, very good, successful season. All right, guys, second topic we're going to talk about, of course, it is time. We got that King and Queen of the Ring pay-per-view, PLE. I keep saying pay-per-view. PLE, that's going to be happening tomorrow. I think it's going to be an early time tomorrow, I think. So, obviously, there is 5 matches going to be on the card. It's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen. Obviously, we got the Queen of the Ring tournament match. That's going to be taking place. It's going to be the winner of tonight's SmackDown match going into sorry, hold on. My bad, guys. Sorry, guys. We're going to go to a quick commercial break real quick, and when we come back, we will give the predictions of the King and Queen of the Ring predictions. So, guys, give me a quick second. Daughter's calling for something, and I'll be right back. Thank y'all.
Perfect. Okay. Wow. Shish.
That's it, buddy. You're out of here.
No!
All right, guys, we are back. I want to apologize. Our come first. All right. But obviously we've got the King and the Queen of the Ring show coming on tomorrow. I'm excited. You know, it's pretty cool to see wrestling, WWE shows on Saturdays, and I think that's going to be like a legitimate thing now. Obviously, shout out to Triple H making the announcement of SummerSlam having 2 nights in 2026. It's going to be live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I think that was probably their agreement, going, "Hey, you don't get WrestleMania. Vegas is getting WrestleMania. You get SummerSlam night 1 and 2." So I think that's a big, huge, historical thing, because, like we said, night 1 and night 2 has only been WrestleMania so far, and obviously you're seeing so much opportunity given on WrestleMania cards. So seeing night 1 and night 2 is going to have big expectation, big things for, the talent, getting more talent onto the shows and stuff like that, because you're going to have 2 nights to do it. So, I mean, seeing SummerSlam going 2 nights is going to be huge. I think it's going to be awesome. Like I said, man, it's a good showcase for the talent right now. I got to say this right now, man, just the talent overall. And I know a lot of people have been crapping on, title reigns and stuff like that. It's the fact that they're really trying to focus on the newer talent to get them more established, get that name out to be like where you can put them in with these title picture guys and stuff like that, and really draw something to see if they really can move and do what they need to do to get themselves to over that next level. One person I'm talking about is Lila Valkyria. Lila Valkyria in the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. Obviously, we find out her opponent after tonight, winner between Nia Jax and Bianca Belair. My opinion, I think Nia Jax is winning this match. If Bianca wins, I don't see it. I'm going to say it's Nia versus Lila Valkyria. And I think Lyra is getting a huge run right now. She is really getting that moment. Is like, hey, you're gonna sink or swim, but you're really going to go through. We're gonna push it, and we're gonna see how far the crowd will go with it. And I've said it numerous times. I didn't understand her character. Great in ring. But the thing is, I always talk about it. Character is more. Character is really what's going to make you grow and get you that higher level. So I want to see more of a character out of her. But I think Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax in the Queen of the Ring finals. And I'm going to say, the only way I could see Nia losing this match is if Becky or Liv gets involved. Even though they're going to be full focus on their match. So it's just a matter of whose match is going to be on the card first. Dang. And they get an opportunity at the title at SummerSlam. I'm going to go with Lyra Valkyria beats Nia Jax. Just because the run that she is rolling right now, And of course, it could be a good rise, going into SummerSlam facing, Liv or whoever. So, I mean, between Liv or Becky, or if they're going to have anything else before SummerSlam, it could really get a good run. I see them running Lyra like they did with Paige. Get her really to showcase, that talent standpoint, but get her finding that character. Really get involved and get that invested in to find that character. Beautiful woman, good in ring performer. She gets the crowd to like her. Naya's been killing it since she's gotten back. So I really actually would want Naya to win it, but I think Lyra is going to win it just because it's a good run for her. And a good build up to get her into SummerSlam. So I think that would be it. So I'm thinking Lyra Valkyria is going to win this one. Next match, obviously, I'm going to go with the King of the Ring. Winner between Randy and Tama Tonga tonight faces Gunther. What? What? Gunther? Oh my goodness. I honestly think Randy is beating Tama Tonga tonight because KO gets involved. I think that's one thing that's going to happen. I think KO is going to get involved and cause Tama Tonga the match because I don't see Tama Tonga versus Gunther. Not yet. Definitely not yet. Especially, how hot the bloodline thing is going right now. I mean, how kind of wishy-washy the bloodline thing is rolling with right now. I think Randy gets the win for this one. Pray for Randy. My goodness. Him versus Gunther. Obviously I would want Randy to win. But probably going to, I've been saying it from the beginning. The winner of that tournament is going to be Gunther. Period. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. Gunther is definitely winning the King of the Ring tournament, especially after beating Jey Uso on Monday night. So Gunther has got my pick to win the King of the Ring tournament. I mean, I don't see them ever putting this thing I don't see anyone else getting that role as much as Gunther would have. So my picks for the King and Queens are going to be Gunther and Lyra Valkyria. So I think that's going to be very interesting because also, like Triple H just announced last night, the winners get titled matches of their titled matches. So World Heavyweight title and then the Women's Championship. So it's really cool to see what's going to really go down at SummerSlam due to this show tomorrow night. So it's really cool to see what that longer standpoint is because it stamps you instantly into the main event the next big show in August. So I got Lyra and Gunther winning the tournament. Obviously the next match, Sami Zayn versus Gable versus Bronson Reed. I gotta be honest. Still not fully behind Bronson Reed. And here's why. Bronson has not really been showcased. I mean, he's great in the ring. I will definitely say that. He's very good in the ring. Just that character standpoint, I need more from him. I need more of emotion. I need more of looking at him going, man, I really just don't like you. Gable is killing it right now in this little run that he's got right now. Sammy in this triple threat. Bronson Reed. I'm going to go on the cliffhanger on this one just because it is the King and Queen of the Ring. I don't see the title being changed with this match. Here's why. It's put in a triple threat. It's technically like a big house show. I see Sammy keeping this one for sure. Sammy's gonna get beaten down big time from both of these guys, and honestly, Sammy's going to pin Gable tomorrow night. Y'all heard me say it. Sammy's winning based off of pinning Gable. So I got Sami Zayn winning, defending, and still being your Intercontinental Champion after that. All right. There's 5 matches on the card. Of course, we got the kickoff show is obviously going to show the Street Profits versus Theory and Waller. I got Theory and Waller. Hands down, not even going to be a change. Those two are killing it as the tag team champs right now. I absolutely love what they're doing. So there's that one. So we got Becky versus Liv for the women's championship. I said it on Commission Talks Wednesday. I was very late on it, sadly. Apologize about it. I still think Liv is walking out your women's champion tomorrow. Reason why is because Becky was a last-minute standpoint. She was already established champion, and it made sense for Becky to win the Rumble. I meant that. Not the Rumble. The Battle Royal. My bad. So, obviously, I see Becky was just holding this to tell the story to get Liv over the hump. Liv is very established right now. Liv is very strong right now. Need more out of her in her promos. Don't go too sappy, but get more of a vulgar attitude with it. Be like you're pissed off. Like, man, I'm just sick of this. I'm tired of this. In a way, it sounds like the man's persona a little bit because the man was showing something that's like, hey, I've been this girl the entire time. Y'all just never gave me that look. Y'all never focused on me because you always saw Charlotte. You always saw Sasha. You always saw Bailey. I was always the last of that 4 horsewoman, and enough is enough. I want Liv to give that attitude into this match, and more importantly, I want her to get that attitude in these promos. But I got Liv beating Becky Lynch tomorrow for the women's championship. All right, the main event, we've got Cody Rhodes, the undisputed WWE champion. And, of course, we got against Logan Paul, your United States champion. It was rumored at first it was going to be title versus title. A lot of people didn't like it. So, obviously, now it got changed to just Cody's championship on the line. Bro, Cody's winning. It's going to be the match of the night. It's going to be an insane, cool nostalgia. Logan Paul's going to do his thing. Cody's going to do his thing. But the end is going to be Cody Rhodes beating Logan Paul and defending and being that fighting champ, the American Nightmare. I acknowledge my American Nightmare. That's right, guys. Put your one. You know what? Don't put no one up. Don't put no one up. Put your whole hand up. Put your whole hand up for your American Nightmare. All right? All right, guys, those are my King of the Queen predictions. So let's go back through it. Obviously, I've got Grayson Waller and Theory versus Street Profits. I've got them defending the championship and winning. I've got Gunther and Lyle Valkyria winning the King and Queen tournament. I've got Sami Zayn defending and winning the triple threat match between Chad Gable and Bronson Reed. And, of course, I've got a new WWE Women's Champion in Liv Morgan. And, of course, we have Cody Rhodes beating Logan Paul for the WWE Undisputed Championship. So those are my predictions of the King and Queen of the Ring. All right, guys. Obviously, we know there's another pay-per-view going on. I was just last-minutely getting the full match card of Double or Nothing right now. I'm trying to get it real quick. I apologize. I'll just make sure I got the whole thing. Double or Nothing will be live at the MGM in Las Vegas. Of course, it's going to be on Sunday, so obviously you can watch WWE on Saturday real early, and then AEW is going to be on Sunday, normal time. They've got a great match card going on right now. Big anticipation match, of course, is going to be Mercedes Moné versus Willow Nightingale. Obviously, I've said it numerous times. Willow was put in this match just for Mercedes to beat. The only reason why I say that is Willow was the last person that Mercedes was in the ring with, and so obviously, and I said it plenty of times, that girl did not go to another company to lose her first match. That was not a case. So obviously, we know there's going to be a new TBS champion, women's champion, and that is going to be Mercedes Moné. Obviously, obviously the big anticipation of her being in the ring facing somebody has been big for a while. A lot of people got bored with it. Sadly, obviously, she hasn't been able to wrestle. She's only been on the microphone numerous times, and hasn't been that great. And it sucks to say because I thought she was really going to be having fun, being very creative when it comes to her promo standpoint, and it hasn't been that hot. So the biggest signing for AEW in the women's aspect, Mercedes Moné. I think this is really going to give her that shining moment that's really going to get her started. Fans are going to be blown away, I think, after the match. Mercedes Moné is going to go in there and do her thing in the wrestling match. Willow has come a long way. In a way, it's gotten people to want to be more behind Willow against Mercedes, but I've got Mercedes Moné winning the TBS Women's Championship. Okay, of course, they've got the big anticipating match as well. They've got the Elite. I'm not the biggest Young Bucks fan. Actually, I ain't a Young Bucks fan. They've got the Elite with Jack Perry and Okada, which I think has been pretty stale. But the Elite versus Eddie Kingston, FTR, and Bryan Danielson. If anybody didn't know, Eddie Kingston is hurt. So there's a question of who's going to be that partner. So we will find out Sunday as well. But we've got Team AEW versus the Elite. If it's a big return, if it's somebody really big that's going to represent AEW, I could say Team AEW is going to win. For some weird reason, I feel like that extra person is probably going to be Tony Khan. And as a Jaguars fan, as someone that saw Tony really badly sell a very pulled back gut punch and a pile driver. Oh, man. It's going to be the most craziest booking you see. I've got Team AEW beating the Elite. Yeah. I've got Team AEW beating the Elite. And, of course, we've got Roderick Strong versus Will Ospreay for the AEW International Championship. It's going to be – I think this is going to be the match of the night. I'm going to be honest with you. Will Ospreay is just a phenomenal talent. I want to see a character out of him, but he is a phenomenal in-ring competitor. You're going to see big top match of Will Ospreay versus Roderick Strong. I've got Will Ospreay winning the International Championship. The only way he will lose this match, if there's a guarantee he's going into the AEW big world title picture, but I don't see it yet. They need to get him started, play around with a championship, see if he really can carry it into that company, represent whatever they needed to represent to get him to that higher ladder step. So I've got him beating Roderick Strong for the International Championship. Okay, obviously we got the AEW Women's Champion, Timeless Toni Storm, going one-on-one with Serena Deeb. I'm a little back and forth on this, just the fact that Serena more focused with the indie crowd. Um, a lot of people want to see Serena Deeb get her flowers. Obviously, she's not going to be doing this much longer. Serena's never really had ever really opportunity to go for a women's championship. So obviously, I'm a little on the fence with that scenario. They might just crown her real quick and let her say she had one, and that'll be it. But the hottest thing going in AEW right now, I've said it countless times, is Timeless Toni Storm. This girl has been the character of a sensational year since she's became this timeless character. She has been killing it with that Marilyn Monroe nostalgia, the black and white vignette stuff. It's been amazing. Very entertaining at its best too, because I still say it's crazy. Tony was complaining about, WWE is so about characters, and that was not her thing. And she finally figured out that's something that she was missing for a long time, was a character, to be a character. And to see this growth now has been really awesome. So obviously with her entourage and stuff like that, they've been putting Serena Deeb over very well, getting to the build. But I've got Timeless Toni Storm defending and winning against Serena Deeb. All right, guys. Obviously, we got a big TNT Championship match: Adam Copeland versus Malachi Black. It's going to be a barbed wire steel cage match. I haven't seen one of those in so long. So, yeah. I've been seeing the build-up for Malachi Black getting prepared for this match. I've been seeing everything that Adam has been getting prepared for this match. Obviously, if anybody didn't watch Dynamite, Edge did the infamous blood drop on Malachi Black in the ring, in the middle of the ring. I thought that was really cool. I think this might be Malachi Black's very last AEW match for the TNT title. I think it's just going to be a big match for these guys. The one thing I love about Edge tells us a massive, great story. Malachi Black has got an interesting way of telling stories and, getting the crowd behind their matches and stuff like that. So my biggest worry is Adam gets out of this healthy. Both of them do, because obviously a barbed wire steel cage match, you're going to have to use the steel cage as a weapon and stuff like that. Adam's been very adamant on these matches for a long time. The hardcore matches that he did with Mick Foley, the crazy stuff that he did with Cena. Oh my gosh, the stuff he did with Cena was outrageous. Randy, last man standing match with Randy with no fans in the stands. You see where he can go to that next level to get to that moment. So I've got Adam Copeland defending and winning against Malachi Black. So I still say he's going to be your TNT champion after Double or Nothing. All right, the next match, I really care less for this guy. I'm going to get a lot of hate when I say this. Don't really care about this match coming up. I know there's a lot of Jon Moxley fans, and I say it all the time. Jon Moxley is the biggest thing that benefited from AEW, especially from the beginning standpoint. He's got the IWGP World Championship. He is defending it against Konosuke Takeshita. You know what? I definitely need to get that name right, because that dude had an amazing match against Will Ospreay in North Carolina. I got a lot of respect for this guy. I don't see Moxley losing this match. But I'm taking the L for this one, because I ain't picking Moxley. I'm going to go with Takeshita winning the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, just because I do not like Jon Moxley. So, yeah, that is going to be my thing. Obviously, we got a match that was just put together. Orange Cassidy versus Trent Beretta. I kind of already gave up one of the card already. I'm gonna say Orange Cassidy. Yeah, I'm gonna go on Orange Cassidy, even though Trent Beretta just turned heel. It's definitely needs that one. I don't know. The biggest thing is AEW books TK's favorites to win. I mean, this match was put together last minute. No, I'm going with Trent Beretta. Since he just turned as a bad guy and stuff like that, I think they can go a real big series out of this. So I'm going to have Trent Beretta win against Orange Cassidy. All right. Now we have the FTW Championship match on the line. That's right. We got the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho, the FTW champion, versus Hook versus Katsuyori Shibata. Hopefully I got that right. Is this a tag match or is this a triple threat? What is this? Jericho just won the FTW championship, so I don't know. I'm gonna pick Hook. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Hook in this. Actually, hold on. I don't know, man, because we're seeing a lot of the people talking about, Jericho's not putting over younger talent and stuff like that. So, I'm gonna throw a curveball. I'm gonna say Chris Jericho's gonna win. We'll say Chris Jericho's gonna win. Yeah, I got Chris Jericho will defend the FTW title and win it. All right, then we got the Trios Championship match with the Bang Bang Gang versus the Death Triangle. The Bang Bang Gang with Jay White and oh my god, I can't believe I forgot their names. Billy Gunn's kids. Should know both of them. I've been in the show with them and in the ring with both of them. So yeah. Sorry guys. Billy Gunn's kids and Jay White versus the Penta brothers, the Lucha brothers, and Pac. There hasn't been that many title changes so far on the show. We got Mercedes winning. I think that's the only championship argument that's really changed hands so far. Death Triangle really does need something. I'm gonna go with the Bang Bang Gang. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bang Bang Gang. And of course, we got the main event of the night. Of course, we got the big main event. The very popular, the main guys putting AEW on the map. And I'm talking about Swerve Strickland versus Christian Cage. This one could go either way. But I see this match if Christian wins Fans are rioting. I took an L already with the John Moxley match. Oh, man. I don't know. I'm trying to think who should win this one. See Christian winning it, though. Dang. Trying to think. I really could see Christian winning this match. You know, technically, it's Swerve's big title match defense. I could still see Christian winning. Christian hasn't had a big title in a long time, so oh, man, it's a tough one. Swerve versus Christian. Who's going to win? The build to this has been pretty interesting. Dang. Yeah. I'm gonna throw another curveball. The big show is all in. And that's in August. Right? Let me see the show dates. So when's the big show for AEW? I want to see how far along their big show is from. That'll be able to help me predict what the heck we're going to do with this, because if it's really close, so All In is in August. We're in May, so it's 2 months. They could probably have Swerve chase the title. I wouldn't. And the reality is, I wouldn't be mad if Christian won this. Because I think Christian's the best heel they've got in AEW right now. I think that he can win it, and then they go back, to the next big show. But the next big show is All In. I'm going to go with Swerve. I think Swerve's going to win the championship. I think Swerve's going to defend it and win it. I think the only title change is going to be Sasha. I meant Mercedes. Yeah. So, guys, those are going to be my double or nothing predictions. Guys, let me know what y'all's predictions are as well. Obviously, want to give a big shout out to my boys, the Commission Talks. They did a great show this Wednesday. Hold it down for me. I will be hosting possibly next week. I'm not totally sure yet. Going to depend on certain things that are going on. But we have Commission Talks every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Catch us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and of course on Restream as well. We're really getting more in depth with a lot of things that we're doing with Commission Talks right now. So I've been really happy with everything that we're doing with that. Obviously, you can catch me on the OTTR network as well. They're currently on a break. They got their watch-alongs Saturday and Sunday. So they will be live on YouTube for the watch alongs and on Facebook and on the X account. So y'all could check those out. And I think even on Instagram as well. I want to give a shout out to DCCW's big training school that we have just been putting together, DCCW's Building Blocks Wrestling Academy. If you feel like you want to be a pro wrestler and you just feel like you haven't had the right resources to get to the right people, contact me, contact Vanessa, contact Steve Pender, and get you enrolled into a training school, man, and conquer your dreams if you want to be a professional wrestler. Obviously, guys, I want to give a major shout out again to Andrea Mason. Thoughts and prayers go out to her family and stuff. The tornado did take out a lot of power and stuff over their areas and stuff like that. So hope everyone's safe and everything like that. Just everyone in general, whether that were caused by, Mother Nature or anything that's been going on this week. I think it was a cool topic talking about the WNBA. NBA was such a good show last night. My goodness. We got the Mavericks to win game 1 against the freaking Timberwolves. And then we had, obviously, Boston beating Indiana last night. Game 2 comes on, I think, tonight, So we got Mavericks versus Timberwolves. So I'm going to be excited about that one. We got SmackDown tonight. I think it was pre-taped, obviously, because they're in Saudi. So big match you need to watch to get you ready for the King and Queen title match. The tournament, obviously, is you need to watch the Orton and Tamatonga match. That's going to be an interesting one. I think that's fully the main event. And then we obviously got, the women's match, Nia Jax versus Bianca Belair. It's been a long time since you've seen those two face each other, so I think it's going to be a good showing. Obviously, they've got a cool build-up. Obviously, they're going to ask what's going to be next for AJ Styles. See some stuff for that. Obviously, you might see Cody Rhodes into there, get the build between him and Logan Paul. Logan Paul will probably be around. The tag titles, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory are going to be there as well. So I think it's going to be a good card. Not high expectation standpoint just because they got Saudi. So obviously, I think it's going to be a good card, but I don't think it's going to be like over top-notch SmackDown feel like everybody's been seeing every week. I do want to say shout out to WWE overall, just wrestling as a whole, man. I got to say, I went to the Jacksonville show last Friday on SmackDown. There's such a different feeling in that building now than there was in a long time. Fans were hyped from the beginning to the end. It felt more real. I never thought I would say that. It felt more real with the production standpoint that they have now than they did before. Those high-class stages and stuff, they're cool and stuff, but man, going into these events now and seeing how they're doing things and focusing on, no lie, man, Jacksonville was a legit sellout. There wasn't an empty seat. And I remember seeing it was super loud. I remember when we got out of there, I was just like, holy crap. Whew. Like, I ain't got a headache no more. Like, it was just insane. It was super good. Carmelo versus Randy was a great match. Cody decking Logan. Fans lost it in Jacksonville, which is still a good thing, seeing fans still behind Cody in Jacksonville, because Jacksonville is obviously, AEW town. But, man, just seeing WWE, man, fans were invested into it, bringing signs and stuff like. I can't even tell you the last time a SmackDown that came to Jacksonville and people were bringing signs like they were now. So it's just really awesome to see wrestling grow. And even though after WrestleMania, the hype is still real. The hype is still good. Stories are doing well. Matches are getting more invested. Women's matches got a great time. Everyone's getting a good shine on TV and stuff. So, I mean, and we got the experience of WWE Speed. I thought that was pretty cool seeing that live. And it was even cooler, man. They do the time limit when they're both in the ring. It wasn't like, entrance to entrance, because if that was the case, 3 minutes would have halfway been up before both of them get in the ring. But it was really cool to see that and see how that was planned out. See how not planned out, but seeing how it actually they set that out and stuff. It was really cool. But guys, I think I've done rambling today. Also want to remind everyone I did an audio version with Alex Perez, a guy from Spain that has Asperger's syndrome. Um, he talked about overcoming bullying, overcoming stuff, and more importantly, man, he learned English based off of wrestling. Watching Jerry the King Lawler and Jim Ross and Michael Cole, Taz, JBL, guys like that. He said he learned how to speak English from listening to them. And pro wrestling really helped him build confidence and more importantly helped him, get over these really dark things that he really went through, man. I was still just astounded when he was telling me some of these things. So I will apologize. There's a little bit of a vulgar language when it comes to this, but you could just tell the pure emotion that was coming through him when he was talking about it. The reason why we mainly did an audio standpoint, just because we didn't have two camera standpoints. It was just more of an audio visual, but we're going to do the video version of it tomorrow. Actually, we're going to do it today. I think at 5. I think we're going to definitely do it at 5. So there'll be 3 episodes that's been produced this week. If you haven't, go check out the episode I did last night with the Florida Jaguars organization, with the GM Kyrie Smith, and of course we had my boy AB Coach Brown in the town. Man, it was super fun, super awesome talking to those guys. I really hope real big for them and to build that league, and more importantly, it gives more opportunity to these kids, coming out of high school and out of college and stuff like that. It gives them a more motivational standpoint to keep continuing, because a lot of us, when it's gone, it's gone. And it's hard to process life sometimes when something is taken from you, especially when it's none of your control. So seeing these extra opportunities and stuff like that and giving like that next chance, is a really beautiful thing. And more importantly, man, they're not just doing it for football, man. They're doing it for basketball. They're doing it for the youth. They're doing it for the women, doing it for the girls, same age limit, same everything that they're doing the recruit process for the men. They're doing it for the women. So shout out to them, man. I'm going to be sharing everything I can of theirs. I want to shout out to everyone that wished me a happy birthday on Wednesday. It was super awesome. Shout out to the Engineers Society Project. They just did debuted their new album May 17th, last Friday. And then one particular song they have is called The Undertaker. And I think that one is phenomenal. It's nothing symbolized with the WWE characters, so I just want to remind everybody now, but it's just the name. And it was really cool. And I was hoping they would have been able to get Mark Calloway on there. So hopefully in the near future, we can definitely get that moment, get Mark Calloway into this song, maybe on a music video or whatever. But shout out to them for the happy birthday wishes. Shout out to everyone that was, just very nice and stuff. That, it's been a tough year regarding with my son. My daughter just graduated kindergarten. I'm in her pre-K, so now she's officially going to be a kindergartner. It's just really blessings all around right now. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I think I've ranted enough. Guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure you like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Hit that notification bell to stay in contact with all our platforms. We are on all social media platforms. You can catch us on all audio platforms as well. Catch us on Spotify. Catch us on iHeartRadio. Catch us on Good Pods. Catch us on all wherever you get your podcasts. I think the only one we're not on is Podcast One, if I remember. But guys, I want to thank everybody for watching. Thanks for everybody listening to my rant. I hope everyone has a great weekend. It is a 3-day weekend for so many of you. It's Memorial Weekend, man. And I hope everybody does their Murph workout this weekend. And never forget who has fought and died for our freedom. Obviously, me being a big Patriot standpoint, a big Patriot guy, rock red, white, and blue, I want to simply tell the men and women, thank you for fighting for us. The ones that are not here today because of what they've done for our freedom, truly an honor. And we definitely never need to take that for granted. I do want to say something very, very quick. I've been seeing, I stay away from talking about this, but it just sucks. I've been seeing a particular show called The View, and they sit here and pushing people to just to go for one political party. And I think that's disgusting. I'm not saying both parties are great. We're seeing what one party is doing, and it's not that great. We saw what the other party did. A lot of people didn't mess with us. So I'm just leaving it at that. But I don't like the fact that they're shunning people. They're asking people for their opinion on something. And more importantly, making fun of them because of their opinion, because it's not what they want. And I've noticed that they've been bringing guests on their shows just basically, oh, who's saying they're not endorsing such and such, and going why. And not even going why, but just punishing them. Just like, it's like making fun of them and just, saying, oh, because you're not picking what they want. It's a freedom of speech. It's a freedom of choice. More importantly, man, it's not your fucking business. I'm Warren Marlowe from the Buzzing With Marlowe, guys, and I hope everyone has a great, great weekend. Like I said, man, have a great, safe Memorial Day weekend. It's gonna be crazy. If you're in Florida, the weather is hot and ready. So get you a pool, get you a beach trip, get something involvement, get you some sun in there as well. I've got some big things planned for the upcoming times for Buzzing with Marlowe. We've got some new intros. We got some new stuff coming up as well. Want to give a shout out to my boy Brian B from the B Line. He's been killing it. Shout out to Dre on Wheels from the 1130 podcast. I love y'all. Y'all literally helped me progress with the commission standpoint. I want to shout out to my boy Blackheart. You can catch me and him on Mondays at the After Dark specials. Skip and Shanahan back and rolling again, or we're referencing ourselves as Batman, Superman. I always think that's pretty fun and cool. We've got that coming up, and of course, guys, we got summertime, so it's gonna be a blessing and stuff like that. So, guys, I want to thank everybody for watching. I love y'all, and I will see y'all next week. Later.
Have you always aspired to be a professional wrestler? Do you think you have what it takes to step through these ropes and take your place among the immortals? Well, now you have an opportunity. Join us at the DCCW training facility at Harvest Ministries in McClenny, Florida. There you will be put to the test and challenged like you have never been challenged before. If you think you have what it takes, prove it to the